like lobbying Discovery Con. I was like lobbying it, and then Cindy's coming. I was so happy. So Cindy is Senior Director of Global STEM Initiatives for Discovery Education. She's charged with supporting school districts in their work to develop and deploy student initiatives to drive science, technology, engineering, and math achievement worldwide. A nationally respected thought leader in STEM education and reform, Cindy brings over 31 years of experience in district leadership, classroom instruction, and inquiry-based learning to her work as a champion for STEM education and career and workforce readiness. Prior to joining Discovery Education, Ms. Moss, Dr. Moss, served 10 years as Director of Pre-K to 12 STEM Education for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School System. Those of you that are not from the United States, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School System is kind of like the rock star of school systems in so much research of impact. The 17th largest district in the U.S., Ms. Moss moved into this role after 21 years as a classroom teacher, where she received numerous awards for excellence, including Radio Shack's National Teaching Award and Milken National Educator Award. Cindy Moss.
Thank you. So what I want to talk about with you guys today is what does STEM mean in education? Like, you guys are accomplished people, but you can't get there if you don't have this from the time you're in pre-K until you go to college. If you were educators, I have to show you what STEM can look like. These are pictures of real kids from a high-poverty middle school in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, at a summer STEM camp. They go to Philadelphia, and that kid is working on a robotic baby. It's not a real baby. There's 4 people behind the wall making the baby respond to her as she does things to it. It costs $100,000. But that's how we train people in the medical field now, so they don't have to learn to do those kinds of strategies on your kid when you come in at 2 in the morning. And that 12-year-old is learning how to do it. These kids are at the Jersey Shore. There's fish and other things in there. They're using digital data loggers to collect data. These kids were singing and dancing. They were going to use a telescope that night, so they were singing and dancing to a song about the planets. And this kid is using a 3D printer to make her ideas visible and printable. All of those things are STEM to us. And when we talk about STEM, we say it's a culture. It's not something you buy. It's not something you do once a week. It's not something that happens with one teacher. It's a culture where all kids become innovative problem solvers. So our acronym is Students and Teachers Energizing Minds. And if people want to say STEAM, we say Students and Teachers Energizing Active Minds. We believe it needs to be happening in all classrooms pre-K-12 for all kids.
I can investigate the mysteries of the human body from the inside out.
I can do experiments and learn to be like a scientist. I can learn biology while I'm still learning English.
I can solve problems that I couldn't understand before.
I can engage.
I can build.
I can achieve.
I can learn.
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 So at Discovery, we help teachers and students and parents realize what kids need. Julie told you I was a teacher for 21 years. This is when I won the Milken National Educator Award. You don't apply for it. And I just found out they were going to give me a check for $25,000, which is a pretty big deal for a teacher. Besides being a teacher and a coach, my husband and I joined the McDonald's, or owned the McDonald's. And I wrote our business plan, and on the weekends, if I weren't teaching biology, coaching basketball, cross country, science Olympiad, my students would come through the drive-thru to see their biology teacher, Mrs. McMoss, serving French fries because they thought it was funny. But what I learned at McDonald's was that in the business world, that there's a whole lot more money spent on training. It didn't matter if we hired somebody to make French fries, take orders, or clean the bathroom. In the first 6 months we hired her, we spent more money training them than we spent paying them. And that just hit me in the heart. In the US anyway, and I think for the rest of the world from what I've seen, we spend very little money training our teachers on professional development. So 25 years ago, I made up my mind if I was ever in charge of teachers, I would do whatever it took to get my teachers the professional development they needed. Because as important as French fries are at McDonald's, and you guys know they're important, we're making kids' futures. I'm also a STEMinist. You guys are STEMinists. You're females in the STEM field, and hopefully we'll all be STEMinists to help us figure out how to show girls that they can be in the STEM field. And we know that girls start out liking science and math. As they get older, they don't. And so I think in pre-K-12 education, it's our moral obligation to show these girls that if they have STEM skills, they can make the world a better place. And we need to tell them that in the STEM field is the only place where women get paid the same as men. In the U.S., we make 77 cents on the dollar compared to guys with the same education and experience, except in STEM, we make 99 cents on the dollar, and companies are looking for girls in STEM. So I think if we tell them the truth, they'll want to stay. I get to travel the world. In Finland, they're working with us to make school more fun, because if school is more fun, kids will learn more deeply. And so we have to, you guys as leaders in your community, we have to help the schools understand that there's nothing wrong with fun in school. These are kids in Thailand. The king in Thailand wants to use STEM because kids want to solve these problems, and he wants to use STEM to get them to learn to speak English, because if they can speak English when they graduate, they can quadruple their salary, and that's good for his country. So for whatever reason the leaders want to do STEM, I just want us to do it for kids all over the world because it's what they need. We're currently working in Egypt. The president of Egypt met with us and said, I want all of my kids to have access to this. I need them all to be problem solvers if we're going to flourish as a country.